Today, we're going to uncover a little-known secret, a truth that might change the way you look at health and how we confront one of the most terrifying diseases of our time, cancer. Billions of dollars are poured into advanced medical research, but what if I told you that some of the most promising solutions might be growing right in your backyard? What if the answer isn't in an expensive pill bottle, but in your familiar spice rack? Every year, 19 million people get cancer. That's millions of families turned upside down, millions of dreams left unfulfilled. But here's the part that should make you think. While pharmaceutical companies are pushing expensive treatments, researchers are quietly discovering that simple plants might fight cancer cells better than we ever imagined. Why isn't this front-page news? Why do so few people know that scientists have found herbs that can literally make cancer cells self-destruct? In this video, I'm about to show you 10 herbs that research says can kill cancer cells. Specifically, number 7 will shock you. It's something you walk past every day. Do you know anyone who has or has had cancer? Where are you from? Please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on valuable information. After watching, drop a comment below so we can get to know each other better. Always remember, the information in this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult your doctor before starting any supplemental therapy. So, how can these seemingly simple plants achieve such extraordinary feats? Let's delve into the science behind them. The magic lies in the fact that, unlike many chemotherapy drugs that often attack both cancerous and healthy cells indiscriminately, many compounds in herbs have the ability to target more intelligently. They can trigger apoptosis, or programmed cell death, a natural process that every cell has to end its life cycle. Cancer cells have found ways to turn off this program to survive indefinitely, but some herbs can turn it back on. Furthermore, they can inhibit tumor proliferation and anti-proliferation, starve tumors by preventing the formation of new blood vessels, anti-angiogenesis, and even modulate the body's immune systems so that our own defenses attack foreign cells. This is a highly promising area of research, although bringing these natural compounds into large-scale clinical trials faces many challenges. But the opportunities they offer are immense. First, let's explore the golden king of spices, turmeric. More than just a curry ingredient, turmeric has been used for thousands of years in traditional Indian Ayurvedic medicine for its incredible health benefits. Turmeric's power lies in curcumin, the main active ingredient that gives it its characteristic yellow color and extraordinary anti-cancer capabilities. Curcumin acts like a molecular architect capable of interfering with multiple biochemical pathways in cancer cells. It can order cancer cells to self-destruct through apoptosis, prevent them from uncontrolled division, thereby halting tumor growth. Moreover, curcumin also has anti-angiogenesis properties, meaning it starves tumors by cutting off the blood and nutrient supply essential for their development. And it doesn't stop there. It can also reduce metastasis, the spread of cancer to other parts of the body. Numerous preclinical studies in vitro in animals have demonstrated curcumin's effectiveness against various cancers such as breast, colon, prostate, pancreatic, and lung cancers. Even some early-phase human clinical trials have shown that curcumin can reduce cancer markers and improve treatment response when used in combination with traditional therapies. For example, in a study on colon cancer, curcumin supplementation significantly reduced levels of inflammatory and precancerous markers. However, a common mistake is using only fresh turmeric. For curcumin to exert its maximum effect, you need to use standardized extracts and, importantly, combine it with piperine found in black pepper to enhance its absorption by the body. Typical dosages in studies often range from 500 to 1,500 milligrams of curcumin extract daily, divided into 2 to 3 doses. Remember, curcumin can interact with anticoagulant medications, so always consult your doctor before use. Next, we come to the miracle tree more than you imagine, moringa. Originating from Africa and Asia, moringa is dubbed the miracle tree not only for its superior nutritional value but also for its astonishing anti-cancer potential. Moringa leaves contain a powerful complex of anti-cancer compounds such as quercetin, kaempferol, rutin, and niacinamide. These substances work in multiple ways. They are anti-inflammatory, protect cells from oxidative damage, and most importantly, can inhibit the growth of cancer cells. Moringa is particularly noteworthy for its ability to trigger programmed cell death apoptosis in cancer cells and prevent the formation of new blood vessels that feed tumors. Furthermore, studies have shown that moringa also targets crucial proteins for cancer cell survival, such as BACL2 and AKT-1. Extracts from moringa leaves have been proven to slow the growth of breast, lung, and pancreatic cancer cells in laboratory settings. It's important to note that leaf extracts are considered the safest, while seeds are stronger, and roots or bark can be toxic. You can easily incorporate moringa into your daily diet by adding fresh leaves to dishes, using moringa powder, or taking extract capsules. Compared to many other superfoods, moringa stands out with its rich nutritional content and overall health-supporting capabilities. Now, let's explore another silent warrior, the maitake mushroom, also known as the dancing mushroom. Its Japanese name comes from the joyful reaction people had upon finding this valuable fungus in nature. Classified as an adaptogen, maitake is believed to help the body adapt and cope with various forms of stress and adversity. Research into maitake's anti-cancer properties has identified 3 primary mechanisms through which this mushroom can combat malignant cells, safeguarding healthy tissue, limiting metastasis, and slowing tumor development. A particularly important point is diffraction, a specific maitake extract that has garnered significant interest. Scientific investigations show that diffraction has the potential to reduce tumor mass and enhance treatment outcomes across various cancer types. Additionally, maitake contains compounds that can strengthen immune function by stimulating key immune cells, which are responsible for detecting and eliminating cancerous tissue. Some components of maitake mushrooms can also interact with genes that regulate cancer progression, while encouraging programmed cell death in malignant cells. To harness maitake's benefits, you can use standardized extracts in capsule form or add mushroom powder to your daily meals. The lesson learned from maitake is the importance of strengthening our inherent immune system, our body's natural defense mechanism to fight disease. Next, let's consider 2 unexpectedly accessible herbs that might already be in your pantry: oregano and holy basil. First, oregano. This will make you look at that spice jar you sprinkle on pizza in a whole new light. Oregano contains powerful compounds like carvacrol and thymol, which have the ability to kill breast cancer cells. A 2023 study found that oregano essential oil could induce apoptosis in both estrogen-responsive and triple-negative breast cancer cells, a particularly difficult form of breast cancer to treat. It works by damaging mitochondria and activating enzymes that trigger cell death. The beautiful thing about oregano is that you can easily add fresh or dried oregano to almost any dish, make oregano tea, or use properly diluted oregano essential oil. It's been there, hiding in plain sight all along. Then there's holy basil. In a study published in 2023, researchers found that a compound in holy basil called eugenol can make cancer cells kill themselves, not just slow them down, but literally make them self-destruct through a process called apoptosis. Think about that for a second. A plant that's been used for thousands of years contains a molecule that can convince cancer cells to commit suicide. The beautiful thing about holy basil is how easy it is to use. You can make tea with it, add fresh leaves to food, and it doesn't taste like medicine, it tastes good. Holy basil also has a long history in traditional Indian medicine with many uses beyond anti-cancer effects, such as stress reduction and mental well-being. With these 2 familiar herbs, we realize that sometimes the best solutions are simple and right at our fingertips. Now, let's explore 2 backyard solutions that many often overlook: dandelion root and red clover. For dandelion root, here's the irony. One of the most effective anti-cancer herbs is something most people try to kill with herbicide. Dandelion root works by interfering with the TLR4/NF-kappa B pathway, a complex signaling system that cancer cells use to survive and spread. Simply put, it's like jamming the radio frequencies that cancer cells use to coordinate their attacks. A 2020 study on colorectal cancer cells showed that dandelion root extract could reduce the expression of proteins that help cancer cells survive. You can drink dandelion root tea, add it to soups, or even roast it as a coffee substitute. Some people actually prefer dandelion coffee to regular coffee for its unique flavor and health benefits. Next is red clover. This herb contains compounds called isoflavones, which are structurally similar to estrogen. When estrogen-dependent cancer cells encounter these isoflavones, they get confused. They think they're getting what they need, but instead, they receive molecules that trigger their self-destruction. A 2020 study showed that red clover extracts could kill both glioblastoma and breast cancer cells by triggering apoptosis and autophagy to different cell death pathways. It's like having two different ways to turn off a machine. Red clover is available as tea, capsules, or tinctures with a pleasant, mildly sweet taste. However, it's crucial for pregnant women, breastfeeding mothers, or those with a history of estrogen-sensitive cancers to be cautious and consult their doctor before use. From these herbs, we see the beauty of simplicity and the overlooked potential right in our own environment. Now, we'll delve into the last 3 herbs on our list, representing both recent discoveries and ancient traditions: astragalus, thyme, and boswellia, along with milk thistle. Astragalus works differently from the others. Instead of directly attacking cancer cells, it supercharges your immune system so your body can fight cancer more effectively. A 2020 study showed that astragalus polysaccharides can inhibit the progression of multiple types of cancer: prostate, liver, cervical, ovarian, and lung, by making your body's natural defenses stronger. This is an elegant approach. Instead of introducing a foreign substance to kill cancer, you're strengthening the systems that are supposed to prevent cancer in the first place. Astragalus root can be brewed into tea or taken as capsules, with a slightly sweet, earthy flavor that many people find soothing. Next up is thyme. Thyme doesn't just taste good, it can fight liver cancer by manipulating the proteins that control cell death and survival. A 2025 study showed that thyme extract could trigger apoptosis in liver cancer cells by modulating specific proteins like caspase 8, caspase 9, BAX, and BCL2. These protein names might sound complicated, but the concept is simple. Thyme can flip the switches that tell cancer cells to die. Like oregano, thyme is something you can easily add to your daily diet. Sprinkle it on roasted vegetables, add it to soups, or brew it as tea. And finally, we have boswellia. This herb is particularly noteworthy because it has actual human clinical trial data, which is quite rare in the herbal world. Researchers gave breast cancer patients 2,400 milligrams of boswellia extract daily for 11 days before surgery. The results were striking. While untreated patients had a 54.6% increase in tumor cell proliferation, those who took boswellia had a 13.8% reduction. That's not just statistical noise, that's a real, measurable difference. Boswellia contains boswellic acids that can interfere with the enzymes and signaling pathways that cancer cells need to survive and replicate. We cannot forget milk thistle. Milk thistle contains a compound called cellular, which has been shown to fight cervical cancer cells by activating proteins that promote cell death while suppressing others that prevent it. What's interesting about milk thistle is that it's been used for liver problems for thousands of years. Now, we're finding out that this ancient wisdom was scientifically sound. It really can protect the liver and it might be able to fight cancer, too. The typical dosage in studies is 200 to 400 milligrams per day, usually divided into 2 doses. It's available as capsules or liquid extracts. Before you rush to add these herbs to your regimen, there are a few crucial things you need to know. First, these herbs are not cure-alls or magic pills. They are promising supplemental therapies that can support your body in the fight against cancer, but they are not a replacement for conventional medical treatments like chemotherapy, radiation, or surgery. This is a common mistake many people make, ignoring their doctor's advice. Second, always consult your doctor or healthcare professional before starting any supplemental therapy, especially if you are undergoing cancer treatment, have underlying health conditions, or are taking other medications. Herbs, though natural, can still interact with drugs or cause unwanted side effects. Third, pay attention to product quality. The herbal market isn't always tightly regulated. Choose herbs from reputable, certified sources to ensure quality, purity, and freedom from contaminants. Finally, be patient. The effects of herbs may not be as immediate as pharmaceuticals. Using herbs is a process that requires patience and long-term monitoring under the guidance of a professional. These herbs aren't miracle cures, but they represent something important. Proof that sometimes the best solutions are the simplest ones, hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone to pay attention. The study of natural medicine and the integration of modern and traditional approaches are opening new and promising doors. Which herb from our list are you planning to try? Leave your comment below. If you found this video helpful, please type yes in the comments below, like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos. If you'd like to support the channel and gain exclusive benefits, early access, priority comment replies, etc., click the join button below. Your support helps us keep bringing you this high-quality content. Have an awesome day and keep healthy, my friends.